Hello guys and girls. Today we are picking an American 1100 series. I have some experience with this lock. It's the first American I got and I have picked it a lot. So please don't judge me. But this might not be all that realistic of a pick time. So anyway, I talked in my other video about feedback, and let's take that first. When I'm talking about feedback, yeah, you have the standard feedback where the tension wrench, if you tension the lock going that direction, so that way, counter rotation means you're pushing up on the pin, and that makes the tension wrench go the other way. But there's all sorts of feedback coming from these locks, and you need to know what that is telling you. So if I apply tension to this lock now, a little bit of tension here, and I stick my pick in and I start feeling the pins. So pin 1, pin 1 is completely loose. All I can feel on pin 1 is the spring tension. Pin 2, same thing. All I can feel here is the spring tension. Pin 3, on the other hand, is completely stuck. It doesn't move. Well, with a little bit of pressure, it clicks. But to start with, pin 1 and 2 are completely free, and pin 3 is locked up with the same amount of tension on the tension wrench. That should tell you something about the alignment of the holes in here, because if the holes were 100% aligned between the core and the Bible, and all the pins in here were 100% accurate, the same size, we wouldn't be able to pick the lock, because there would be no difference in pin 1 and pin 6, or 5 in this case. So whenever I mention feedback, that's what I mean. It's whatever the lock is trying to tell me. In this case, there is a difference in the diameter of the pins or the diameter of the holes in pin 1, 2, and 3. And it's just a matter of interpreting it and taking the information you can actually use to become better at lockpicking, and trying to apply that and learn that if the lock is telling you this, then you do that. Does that make any sense whatsoever? It sounded good in my head. Huh? Anyway, this hobby, this lockpicking hobby or sport or whatever you want to call it, it's all about feel. And feel is very subjective. What I feel when I pick this lock is not necessarily the same as what you feel. Because I could be holding it differently, I could be applying different tensions, I could be manipulating the pin picks differently. And everything comes into play, and it's a subjective thing. You need to be able to interpret what the lock is telling you compared to what you have felt before, and then apply what you've learned, and it should get you, well, in this case, into an American 1100 series. And this lock has a tendency to there we go. Anyway, that's a lot of rambling from me, but it's an 1100 series American. Picked. If you want it, make a comment down below the video. If you don't want it, then I guess don't comment, or I don't know. You know what I mean, guys. See you. Bye.